Hello, welcome to another Morningstar versus Ravencrest. Again, I have a build, but this time it's not a tiny house. This time it's actually a full-size house, and so the format's a little different this time because this house took me forever to build. I have no real idea why it took so long on it, but I did. So I'm starting with the screenshots so you can view what the house is going to look like before I actually get into the building process of it. It's more of a modern house. I went with a lot of the vintage glamour items because it's a new pack for me. And I had a lot of fun with this. I don't usually build bigger houses because, it takes me forever. Apparently, it takes me, I guess this was, oh gosh, I can't even remember how many hours the clips were before I condensed them down and sped them up. But this video is 38 minutes and 26 seconds. So if you don't last to the end, I really just don't blame you. A quick overview of this house. It has two bedrooms, a master bedroom, and a kid's room or spare bedroom, but in this instance I use it as a kid's bedroom, and there is a playroom off of the kid's bedroom. There is also two patios off of each room. The kids patio is a lot smaller than the master patio. And let's see, there's a kitchen, there is a living room, there's no dining room, there's actually a little eat-in area in the kitchen and also a bar seating area. There is that large deck off the living room, which has the pool. It has a bar, a little lounge area, and also another lounge area that includes a fireplace. And then you go down the stairs, and there you'll see the pond. Oh, yeah, and there's a barbecue and the seating area for the barbecue. And there is a little planting area for the gardening sim. This house was built for a gardening sim, and I think her second skill was going to be a critic. So those were the things in mind for this one. Talking for 15 minutes through a normal video is hard enough, and trying to fill up 38 minutes and 26 seconds, which I will not be able to do, is even more daunting. And I don't know. I probably won't have a very long voiceover this time. I'll just play some ambient music in the background as you watch the build, but I will definitely try my best to talk you through this one as soon as the building actually starts. There's a lot of screenshots because I kind of wanted to show the house from every angle, and which that angle isn't very good, is it? But you can see it from the from across the street, see what it looks like. So here we actually are going into the build finally, and I wanted this idea of a really long hallway that leads from the front door all the way back to the where you'll see the office is going to be. And I've always, it's been on my list of to-dos, and this house, just with the vintage glamour pack and the modern look and feel, it kind of works out. I mean, you can add a lot more items into this hallway if you want to, but I kept it fairly simple. Although watching this build, I do wish that I had added an aquarium on one wall, so I might go back and do that. And there was something that I was going to remove, and now I cannot remember what it is. Hopefully I'll think about it as this build goes on. And as you can see in this build, I'm very indecisive during this whole process, and usually I'm pretty decisive. Like I know what I want to do, I know what I want to build and what I want to use, but not today. Maybe it's because I had all these new items from the bowling pack and also the vintage glamour pack, so kind of exploring what was new and available. I think that had a lot to do with it as well. I wanted to use all the new stuff, of course, so I wasn't familiar where exactly everything was and what was exactly in it. So that is that. And this house is actually one story because that was the request, was a single story house. And I'm still wishing that EA would make spiral staircases. I'm probably going to complain about this until they finally do make it, or just die complaining about it. Anyway, so here I'm trying to align some windows. I wanted, even though it's a single story and there's the hallway, the bedrooms kind of get a little, I don't know, it's a little dark. So I was trying to really open it up in that sense. There's not a whole lot of curtains. I'm just not a huge fan of curtains. I'm a huge fan of curtains, using them in a instance where you wouldn't normally use curtains. Like, you'll see this faux canopy I made. But in the actual using curtains over the windows, I don't know. They're a sim. They're not real. Who cares who can see inside? Maybe there's a peeping Thompson. Who knows? I don't know. I don't care. I don't think the Sims really care that much. If they do care, and you think they do care, comment below, and we can have a discussion if they care or not. So we're going to the living room. Is the first room that I did in this house, and I believe all the floors are different. Yes, they're all different in this build. And I start with one type of flooring, but then I change it out. Depending on which room I go to, I change it as I design it. So with this room, it's actually fairly simple. Like, I guess I kept the tiny house idea of simplicity, but in a bigger scale. And maybe I need to get out of this tiny house frame of mind and do a little more bigger builds. I mean, the first sim house I built was a vampire house, and it was it's 3 stories without a basement. And because I didn't understand how to build basements when I first started The Sims 4, and that one literally took me days. Of course, I was new to the game again. Again, the last time I played was probably Sims 1 or 2. So, no. Whenever the Magic pack was out, first came out, that's the last time I played The Sims. So, learning where everything was again and all that stuff took me a while. So that house took me a really long time, but I love it. It's still one of my favorites. Maybe I can make a video just moving around the house or showing screenshots. And maybe I'll do that for a few, because I have a really few cute builds that I would love to show, but this was before I recorded, so I don't have the actual step-by-step process of the builds. So that's a thing to think of in the future, and I think that would be fun. And while we're just viewing this build, I've finally made friends with OBS. Like, finally. My only flaw this time is the black bars on the side, but I think I can fix those easily. I'm just really happy that it works as pretty as it is right now. So, moving back onto the house. Now, most of my houses, I've noticed, they're either really modern or they're very goth. Like, I love the vampire pack because of all the goth items. And my next one is to get the spooky pack. But when it comes to pushing my creativity levels, like with the shabby chic house, that's where I kind of struggle a little bit. But I think it's good to push your limits of creativity, because it makes you expand and grow and become even more creative. Even with something simple as a game such as The Sims, it's still a creative outlet for a lot of people, and it should be respected as so. So with that said, every house, I feel like I'm just pushing myself, which is great, because it'll reflect in other areas of my life, as I'm a web designer and graphic designer. So, and I love interior design and wanted to be an architect when I was younger. So this game is, building in this game is my jam. I love doing this, and hence this channel. So, okay, now you can see, what am I doing? I'm going to do the office, and here in the office, I think I use mostly all vintage glamour pack items, and I was just really excited to see all these new, and I love the vintage glamour. Living in Southern California, there's, the old Hollywood feel and Spanish style feel to a lot of the areas around here. So this was really something that was up my alley. I normally like black and grays and whites, especially in real life. And definitely I use aqua slash teal as an accent color quite often in The Sims and in my real life. Something I should probably, learn to use something else. But the black, aqua, and gold you'll see a lot through this whole build. It's just very classy. And the only room that doesn't have so much of a modern or vintage glamour theme would be the kids' room and playroom. Those are probably my struggle areas. I think maybe I just need more items like the kids pack. Again, I don't really like using custom content. I did download some custom content for, I believe it was makeup and shoes. I think I might have mentioned this in my last video. And ever since then, my Sims game has been very laggy, so I have to go through every item of custom content that I downloaded because I have no idea what it was called. And Google search it and, just see if that's one of the newer ones I downloaded since the issue has been going on. It's a kind of a pain, and again, this is exactly why custom content really irritates me. I wish there was another way. It's hard when you have users creating stuff for games and it's not necessarily something that the manufacturer of the game has put out. It's what do you do? They can allow no custom content, but I don't think that will ever happen because it's always, I believe The Sims has always had that option. And it's nice. I mean, it is nice, but if you're not the one making it or if you're not sure what's going on, like who made it and what they might put in it and what it might do to your gameplay, computer, everything. There's a lot of variables there that I just find to be more of a nuisance than an actual enjoyment. So I will probably be deleting a lot of my custom content. The only thing I really like is the colorful hair for the kids, like pink hair for the kids. And also, and some of the hairstyles I've downloaded, they're kind of neat, but I can do without them. Some clothes, I can do without it, I suppose. The makeup downloads I've downloaded, I can get rid of those. I really don't care. I think the tattoos are what I like the most because there are not a whole lot of tattoo options in The Sims, and most of my characters are goth alternative style, not exactly what you find in the game itself. But, they're coming a long way, so I can't really complain too much. And here, I'll go back to this game instead of rambling on. My kitchen here is completely black, white, and gray. Anything that's gray is stainless steel accents, but there's the marble floor and then 2 white walls and 2 black walls. You also notice in this whole house that I do a lot of accent walls. So you'll see one wall or 2 walls the same color and the other walls a different color that really play off each other. Like here it just happens to be black and white. In the other room I just did, it was aqua wallpaper with a gold and black, and then in the hallway again it was I think it's black and teal, that's what it is. And then I think there's only both bedrooms have consistent wallpaper, and so does the playroom, I believe, and the bathroom, one bathroom does, and the other bathroom has accent walls. And I think by the time I got to the kids room, I was frustrated with the kids room, so it didn't get as much love and attention as I normally would have put into it, but it still came out cute, and they're not kids for too long, so that will probably be changed out by the time the kids aged up. I can't see the person I built this for actually waiting until the kid just ages up by itself, and so she can do whatever she wants with the room at that point, make a little teenager bedroom or just an adult style second bedroom. It's up in there. You can do whatever you really want once you download the builds. And office time, here you can see I didn't use the accent wall on this one. This was just consistent as well. I used the teal and the gold theme. It's really not my style, but I actually really, really, really love this room. I don't know if I could use it in real life, but looking at it in the game and using it in the game was great. here you can see my indecisiveness with a lot of objects. And actually this little room divider here, you'll see me use it pretty consistently. And I use it here, I use it in the living room, and I use it in, I believe it's the master bedroom behind, yeah, it's in the master bathroom. I use it in the master bathroom behind the tub is an accent piece. It's not really there. Everything in the master bedroom or bathroom, I should say, is white. So it's just to add a little texture to the master bedroom, add a little more interest than just having a plain white bedroom or bathroom. I don't know why I can't get that straight tonight. I don't know. I can't talk. I have a problem. Anyway, I'm almost done with this room, and hopefully, hey, it's been 16 minutes. Oh, I'm proud of myself here. And so after this room, I believe I go into the master bedroom. Oh, wait a moment here. And that globe, I'm so in love with that globe. Right here. So going into the master bedroom, here's where I build a little faux style canopy. Again, completely functional for the sim. And on either side, I designed these little walk-in closet style things. I mean, they can't really go in there and change their clothes like you could with a wardrobe, but I don't really think they need to. They don't need one of those in order to do that. But I do think she has a dresser. Yeah, she has a dresser on the side, so you can always use that. But here you can see I was testing to make sure that the canopy is actually functional and she can get into her bed. And again, being very indecisive about the colors of everything. For this room, I did go with this, I guess it's magenta, you'd call it fuchsia, magenta, white, and gold throughout the whole master bedroom. There's also a fireplace, a vanity, and I think that's all the features in that one. I see here I'm building the little side closets, and again, you can't really use it, but moving around in the game, you do get, catch glimpses of it. So there's that. And that way it gives you a feel of two closets. It's kind of neat. Different. I don't know, maybe I would like this. I hate closet doors, so this might be something I would like in person. In real life, in my own house, I have this door in my closet, and I just always contemplate taking it off, but then I'd have to store it, and that's another issue alone. So anyway, that's I love walk-in closets. It saves space, I think. And so I think at this point, I'm just going to end this voiceover and add some music in. It's been almost 20 minutes, so I accomplished something today. I hope you really enjoyed this build, and I hope you made it all the way to the end. I know it's long. I'm sorry. I'm going to try and do shorter builds for a little while until I get a little bit faster on these big houses. It's not even big. It's, mildly a big house. But until I gain a little bit of speed on these kinds of builds, maybe I'll just stick to uploading the smaller homes for now. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know in the comments below if you would like to see these uploaded into the gallery, or if you would like to download these. I'm still not sure how I'm going to do that, or how I want to do that, I should say. It should be coming shortly. So I will talk to you guys next time, and have a great night.